Organisms and Environment, Star Review. Today we're going to look at human body systems. Our take today is to identify the main functions of the systems of the human organism, including the circulatory, respiratory, skeletal, muscular, digestive, excretory, reproductive, integumentary, nervous, and endocrine systems. For your starter, which table best shows some functions of the circulatory, respiratory, digestive, and endocrine system? We're going to drag and drop the red circle over the correct answer. So let's go through each answer choice in the data table. So releases hormones. So the body system that releases hormones is going to be your endocrine system. Okay, I remember endocrine, crying tends to be a hormonal thing that people do. So I relate endocrine with the release of hormones. So A would be incorrect already. We could go down to the next one just to double check. Supplies the body with oxygen. Now, yes, this would be your respiratory system, but also the circulatory system would be involved with the respiratory because respiratory means to respira, to breathe in and out. So we breathe in oxygen, exhale carbon dioxide. Your circulatory system helps carries blood, and blood carries oxygen, nutrients, wastes. So it would be these two systems working together, not the endocrine. All right, let's go to B now, and let's do the same thing. But let's work backwards this time and see some answer choices down here. Removes carbon dioxide. Okay, that would be, it's not... It's not your endocrine because that's hormonal and circulatory system carries, so this would be incorrect. Supplies the body with nutrients. Yes, it's your digestive, but it's also your circulatory as well because your circulatory system carries. So B would be incorrect. Okay, let's go to C. Releases hormones. Yes, endocrine. And yes, your digestive can release hormones. And your circulatory system carries all of that, but I will check a better answer for that. Let's see. Supplies the body with oxygen. That would be your respiratory and your circulatory. That's correct. Okay, because anytime you see the word supplies or carries, that's going to be your circulatory system. Supplies the body with nutrients. Okay, so here is where we're going to be wrong because your digestive system, yes, supplies your body with nutrients, but it's not your respiratory that's supplying it, it's your circulatory system. So C would be incorrect. So let's see, D would have to be our correct choice. Releases hormones, yes, that's your endocrine system, and your digestive also releases some hormone. Supplies body with oxygen. That is your respiratory because you're breathing, and your circulatory system carries that oxygen to all cells of your body. Supplies the body with nutrients. Yes, that's your digestive, and yes, your circulatory system carries those nutrients to all cells of your body. Removes carbon dioxide. Correct, it's respiratory because respiratory means oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. And it's your circulatory system that's carrying it. So D would be the correct answer. So you would drag and drop your circle over D. All right, how is your body organized? So we're going to fill in the blanks by dragging and dropping our card. So I'm going to minimize this so I can do it with you. So the smallest parts of your body are its cells. A group of cells doing the same job performs a tissue. A group of tissues working together forms an organ. Organs work in groups too. A group of organs doing the same job is called a system. Your body is made up of many systems. Each system does a specific job. But the system works together to keep you healthy and maintain homeostasis. Okay, so for this activity now, we're going to look at a picture of a human body system, and we're going to list its function. So to the right and the left, you have your drag and drop cards. So what I like to do is kind of pick the pictures first. So I'm going to pick this picture up here, which looks like the respiratory system. So I'm going to drag that one over here to the definition that says takes oxygen into the body and removes carbon dioxide. So respiratory system, to respira, to breathe in oxygen and release carbon dioxide, to exhale. Okay, let's see. Carries oxygen, nutrients to body cells and carries wastes away. That would be the circulatory system. So let's move that guy over there. And you can see here you have your heart that pumps your blood. Your blood carries lots of different substances. It carries nutrients, wastes, oxygen. Okay, so this would be your circulatory, carries oxygen and nutrients to cells and carries wastes away. Okay, and our last picture looks like the muscular system. So it enables the body to move, allows heart to pump and circulate blood, moves food through the digestive system. Okay. All right, and let's see here what this card is. We'll drag it over here. All right, can't seem to get it to move. Here we are. Okay, so it's your skeletal system that supports and shapes the body, protects major organs, works with muscles to allow movement, makes blood cells. Your bones make blood cells. Okay, and let's get this function over here. A little tricky. All right, and your integumentary system, it protects the body against infection. It's your skin. So this little piece here is giving you a cross-section of the skin. Protects the body against infection. Your skin acts like a barrier. Injury and UV rays, so it protects you from those ultraviolet rays from the sun, and keeps water inside your body. Your skin also removes waste through your pores, and of course your skin regulates your body temperature. Your skin actually happens to be the largest organ of your body. Okay, and then lastly we just have to drag and drop these terms over here. So our skeletal system is here, and remember it protects your body, your organs. That's your rib cage, protecting your organs in there. And then your bones and your bone marrow make blood cells. So your circulatory system, I like to just summarize it up as it transports, it carries stuff, because circulate, your heart circulates your blood, and your blood is what carries everything. Okay, and then lastly we can put this here, and that's your respiratory system. Remember, to respira means to breathe, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out. Let's go to the next slide. And we have many body systems, so we're going to do the same thing we just did. Okay, so I like to start with the pictures. And this picture here looks like we have a kidney. Okay, so, and your kidneys and your bladder, so this would be your excretory system, to excrete, to exit, to get rid of. So our definition happens to be right here. Removes wastes. Okay, let me see if I can drag. Yeah, so your excretory removes wastes. Urine. Okay, through your bladder, feces, carbon dioxide, sweat, bile, worn out cells from the body regulates fluids. Okay, and this here looks like your digestive system because I see the stomach and your large and small intestine. It takes in nutrients, breaks down food, absorbs needed nutrients. Ooh, this looks like your nervous system because I see lots of veins in your brain. Okay, and all these nerves are connected through your spinal cord, which is a very thick tube of nerves that lead up to your brain and sends messages to your brain. So I think it's right here. Let's drag this one over and see how that looks. Controls senses and most body functions, carries messages and information between the brain and the body. Perfect. And lastly, through process of elimination, we can drag this one over here. And this is your endocrine system. So remember that word crine in here, endocry. Okay, this has to do with your glands releasing hormones. You have glands up here near your neck. Those are your thyroids. And then you have glands all throughout your body here, and they control and regulate growth. That's going to be your pituitary gland up in your brain, and develops metabolism. Those would be your thyroid glands, and using hormones to maintain a homeostasis, a balance. So all these glands in your body release hormones to keep you in balance. Okay, so let's drag and drop our titles now. Our nervous system, I see lots of nerves being connected up to your brain. Reproductive system, we forgot about that one. Okay, so let me drag that one over there. And your reproductive system produces sex cells and hormones. Okay, so the female produces an egg, the male a sperm, and they control male and female characteristics, produces offspring to continue the species. And then lastly, your digestive system. This is where all your food is broken down into nutrients. Okay. All right, now that we know our body system and function, we need to know how these systems work together with each other. Okay, so our next slide is going to be quite challenging. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and we're going to see how two body systems work together to perform the same function. So what I would like to do is read the green card and then find the match. So the blood. So right away, when I think circulatory system. The blood helps to close small cuts in the skin. Since we're talking about skin, I think integumentary system. So I'm going to kind of look for circulatory and integumentary and see if I could see it. Circulatory and endocrine. Circulatory and integumentary. So I'm going to get this guy and bring it over here. Okay. Now let's read the function here. Muscles. So right away I think muscular system. Contracts to move the bone. Bone, skeletal. So I'm looking for skeletal system and muscular system. Here it is. Okay, so your muscles and bones work together to move, to contract your muscles. Oxygen, so right away I think respiratory. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between the alveoli and the lungs and the blood. So there's the blood again, so I'm looking for circulatory. So respiratory, because I have the two gases, oxygen in, carbon dioxide out in my lungs, okay, and then my blood is going to carry it. So I would say respiratory and circulatory system are working together. So I'm going to grab that and drag it over. Okay, the muscular diaphragm helps remove air in the lungs. Since we're talking about that muscular diaphragm, that's going to be your muscular system. And moving air into the lungs, that's respiratory again. Our card is right here. All right, now I'm going to scoot over here to the left And blood carries hormones. So right away, blood is circulatory, hormones is going to be endocrine. So here it is. And then wastes are filtered from the blood by the kidneys. So wastes are excretory, okay, and kidneys are part of your excretory, and then we have blood. So blood circulatory. Muscles, so muscular system, churns the stomach to break down food. So muscles kind of mix in the stomach to break down your food. So muscular system and digestive. And then lastly, signals travel down the spinal cord to move muscles. So signals and spinal cord, that's going to be your nervous system. And we're talking about your muscles, so that would be the muscular system. All right, so I hope you're familiar with your body systems and functions and how systems work together.